Till here, what we discussed about functions, that how many arguments we can pass and how we can pass them. In Python, we have a technique that during the time of call in function, we can pass different or arbitrary number of arguments. How was the first example that we had, that if a basic program is written, that actually it is necessary to have as many arguments as there are parameters. If I will run this program, so the value of 2 is for x, value of 4 is for y, and value of 6 is for z, and I have printed them after concatenation. When I will run it, I will get the simple output that is 2, 4, 6, and then my control will come outside the function. If we do not have the number of arguments defined, so to handle this case, the technique we use is called arbitrary argument passing. How are they passed? To pass it, the technique we have is simple. In a parameter, you can pass any variable as an argument or parameter with asterisk. Whenever from here are how many numbers of argument we will pass. When asterisk and this term arg will be found, it means that the program will automatically understand that the number of arguments may vary here. To access those number of arguments, we have actually these pointers that are coming, an array is coming. We will access those arguments on the basis of indices. If this arg array that we would have, in this array, the value that would be at 0 index will represent at first argument. The value at 1 index will represent our second argument, and the second available at the third index will pass, show our third argument. In this case, no matter what the number of arguments become, either 6, either 10, we can easily pass them in function and on the basis of index access them and use them in the computation of our program. Till here was how we can pass arbitrary arguments. If similarly we have to pass different keywords or pass arbitrary keywords, so how will we pass them? First thing is that we should know what are keywords. Keywords are actually small strings that we use in our program. Here the code I wrote first is written just to make you understand keywords. We defined a function child1, child2, child3 and I printed their values. In function call, I have placed the three value strings in child1, Tayyib, Aisha in child2 and Ibrahim in child3. Now whenever I have to access these three values, I will use Tayyib for child1, use Aisha for child2 and use Ibrahim for child3. One thing to note is that the keywords I would use in function call, the keywords that I would have used as parameter, I have to use those as it is in argument. If here I change the value of anyone, we will see what the output will be. The output is Tayyib, Aisha, Ibrahim, and after that our control went outside the function. If I change the keyword here, so it has generated an error that show got an unexpected keyword argument child1. In the place of child1, an unexpected keyword has appeared. So for it, I change it again. My program will show the correct output. Till here were our defined keywords. These keywords whose number of arguments and parameters we know. But we do not know the number of keywords. To handle it, the technique we have, we call it arbitrary keyword passing. It is declared in exactly the same way, but instead of one asterisk, they become two. Aside from that, the method to access it is same as arbitrary arguments, that the array that is passed to access that array's child 1 value, it will return the value of Tayyib. When we'll take the value of child 2 key Aisha, and when we'll take the value of child 3, it will return Ibrahim. If I run this, it has showed me the output of all three, Tayyib, Aisha and Ibrahim. This method is used for Python to take arbitrary arguments, single value arguments and taking arbitrary keywords as argument.